leave here and go all the way down the elevators just like we did and go over to the interview room. This is 4,000 square feet of working area. Up behind us that we just walked through is 5,000 square feet of eating. So we made sure that our writers are well fed and they're happy. It's free food anytime they want to get it. So it's kind of
nice.
Awesome. So this is what they do here. Does anybody have any questions? No? Okay, we're going to head out then. I'm going to write it just so I can...
I got you. I don't know. Yeah, right.
Did anybody see the new video with Chelsea talking? Remember when he talked after the parade? He said, you know, that we were the underdog. And he mentioned every single person. This person can't do this person doesn't run fast enough. Did you see the new video out with him talking? And then they have every person that he announced that couldn't do something. They actually showcase that person doing what they said they couldn't do. So it's an awesome video. So the reason why I mentioned it is this room right here, this gentleman will take any part of those films that have gone on, that they have filmed the whole entire game, and send it out. So this is where they get to produce those little segments. Sometimes Doug Peterson will call and be like, can you give me the film from here to here, send it over to me. And then they have a state-of-the-art auditorium over there that they'll show the players, that they'll highlight some of the things that they did right, some of the things that they did wrong. But this is the gentleman that does that. So come on, this way. So this is where you're going to be careful. There's some wires on the floor.
What's in there?
Over here, this is the
Just a hallway.
No, nothing special.
Something.
Something.
A walkway. Looks over like.
This is why it says press box, is because we just had a concert and people had tickets for the press box. That's how they called it, and that's why they're numbered like this. But these are the radio stations. This is actually, you guys mentioned Merrill Reese. This is Merrill Reese's old room.
There you are.
Really not part of the tour, but I like to show you that. I like to show it to you anyway. This is his old room. This is where he was. So you guys can walk through here.
That's Merrill Reese's room.
He's the announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's calling the Eagles games. He's who I listen to.
He's got people all around him, one with binoculars, one handing him advertisements that he has to read, people giving him hand signals. If you YouTube him, it's pretty awesome how he can talk and lots of people are interrupting him or tapping him on the shoulder or showing him things or giving him a hand signal for something just so he can keep talking and talking and talking. He does an awesome job. This is his old room, but this is where he was. Windows again, wide open. Guy with binoculars, hand signals going on. Even the commercials, he's handed commercials to read over the radio. So it's constant movement, constant things going on in this room. They're actually moving him closer to the 50-yard line.
Nice.
Yeah.
That helps.
But this is, I don't know, I think it's a pretty good view.
I think anywhere.
I don't think it's a bad view.
I think anywhere's a good view so far.
Now, Reese is sitting there, what happens is that he has people with binoculars watching the play, giving them hand signals, pointing to names, pointing to this, somebody's handing him the advertisements that he has to read over the radio. So it's pretty awesome what goes on in this room. God bless.
Yeah, I've been restarting them.
Okay.
Gotta use my other phone.
Oh.
You ever tried to use two phones? You gotta zoom in with one finger. It's rough.
I'm gonna close your backstage for a minute. Just
Put the volume up more.
Oh, is
When
it?
you're in your camera.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Thank you so much.
No problem. All right,
That
so
way you
thanks
can
for waiting,
look on it.
everybody. I like to show everybody that. 'cause
Volume
now
up, volume
Reese is
down, zoom in, zoom out.
Okay,
Yeah.
over here, even though it says press box number 3 and press box number 2, this is actually, you guys can slide up so everybody can see. This is actually the Eagles coaches room. So any of those coaches that aren't on the field, that Doug Peterson is talking to, this is the room that they're in. That's the room that the opposing team's in. The bathrooms are over here. There's no personal bathrooms in these rooms. I would love to know what they say to each other. I always ask the kids, what do you think? Nice, mean, yelling at each other? 9 times out of 10, they said that they're mean, screaming, yelling at each other. We're not doing a good job as parents. That's what they think. No sportsmanlike conduct. This is the instant replay room. There's 3 levels of instant replay. One's on the field. If they can't make that call, they come up here. If they can't make the call, the final call is actually made in New York at NFL headquarters. So there's 3 levels of instant replay. That if it's too close for one person to call, they'll pass it, and they'll pass it all the way up to NFL in New York. Over here, this is the game clock room, but it's also where we have doctors and nurses in that room watching the field. We have this big epidemic with concussions. I don't know if I want to call it an epidemic, but people are getting hurt with concussions, and they're finally talking about it. So because they're talking about it, even though our kicker, Mr. Elliott, saw 4 goalposts, did not tell anybody he had a concussion, which is terrible. That's why we have people up here. They're actually watching the players on the field. If those players seem like a little off or a little dizzy or they might be thrown up or something wrong, we got to see up here. Because if you stand in front of me, if I'm one of these doctors, these guys are pretty big, tall. I won't be able to see how everybody's doing on the field. So that's why they bring them up here so they can actually see what's going on. That was just instilled this year. So that was kind of cool that they had that over the season.
It's pretty
He
bad.
didn't tell anybody he had a concussion? How did he get it?
I think he got hit on a play.
And so what happened when they found out? You know?
Just treat it as it is. I think you can actually get fined for it.
I can imagine.
And then down here, this is our TV.
You're a cute baby.
Are you being lazy? Are you being lazy?
Pretty Fox.
It's like they're remodeling, huh?
Yeah, old Fox is remodeling.
But when you look up, you see, woo, this is kind of a mess up here. That's the way it always is. This is left open the whole entire time. The reason being is that when they bring their equipment in to broadcast, they need to hang things up. There's a ton of wires, there's lights, there's cameras, there's everything in here. So they bring them up and they'll hang them up here because we don't want anybody tripping over a wire because then all of a sudden your TV goes black. And if you're anything like my husband, he's screaming and yelling at the TV. So we don't want that to happen. He might throw something and break it. But this is the way this room is at all times. The only difference is that the windows in front of you have to be open. Whether it's raining, snowing, sleeting, cold, hot, does not matter. Hurricane weather, doesn't matter. These windows have to be open the whole entire time. So how many people watch TV, football? Right. Do you ever see the guys like all dressed in, like they might have hat and gloves or they might be in t-shirts or something like that? That's because these windows are open and that's what the temperature is in this room. So if it's cold, they're going to be cold. If it's hot, they're going to be hot. NFL rule states that that has to be open at all times. This, I think, is going to be one of those screens. You know how they can draw on it, write on it? This is what this is. This is what this is going to be right here. But this is the actual TV room, so it depends on whoever's doing it. If it's Fox that's coming in, they bring all their own equipment in here. We give them nothing. So on game day, this whole entire desk is full of computers. They might have backdrops over here. They might set chairs up here, so when they do a halftime show, they'll sit on the chairs and the camera will either come this way or come at them this way. And then sometimes they hang curtains up back here, so when you're looking through, if the camera's hopping to pan around, they won't be able to see all the stuff in the back. This room is packed full of equipment. Any questions? All right, so we're gonna come this way.
That really does look like the view from like, you know, when you get the announcers, they turn around and that's behind them and
Yeah.
like you can see right there, you know, like
Yeah.
that's the view, huh?
That's pretty good view too.
That's cool.
Looks like it's right on the 50.
Yeah, that is about the 52.
You know, so Dusty, when we go to the Raiders games, he got club level seats. 'Cause
He does?
He's a season, yeah, he's got club level seats. And it is cool. When it started raining on us last time, we were able to go in and watch the game from inside. And, like,
So you
it
have
was
like
cool.
those gray seats?
Yeah, we're not in the lower section, but we're in the middle club level section, you know, and it's perfect. He's right on the 50-yard line too. Well,
He is.
maybe the 55.
50.
Yeah.
So the 45.
No. No, yeah, but right, you know, right
No,
there.
yeah.
It's
If you are one of these suites, you can actually come here anytime. If you want to have a business meeting, if the wives want to get together and have a wine party, they can come in. They just have to give us a call and let us know that they're coming in here. But this is one of the suites that you can watch the games in, the bathrooms in here, refrigerators in here, food's in here. You never have to leave this room. There was two gentlemen that became really good friends. They actually knocked the wall down in between the two rooms, so they have one big, huge room between them. And the upgrade in 2012 to 2014, they upgraded the rugs, the sofas, things like that to make it a little more comfortable. But again, those windows open up if you want them opened up. Food's here 2 hours prior to your game. There's 178 of them. There's different suites throughout the stadium. This is just this level of suites. Then there's the presidential suites where you have your room. And then you walk out into a common area. And that common area has a wet bar, has a pool table, has all kinds of things, sofas, TVs, lounges, things like that. This room does have a TV also, and it's regular TV. It's not, you know, just on the game. The one in the front is for the game, but the ones on the side. One time somebody was one of the concierges that was here. They walked in, they were watching Seinfeld on TV while the Eagles were playing. So you never know what people want to do. Sometimes the kids like to watch those SpongeBob cartoons or whatever. So just to keep them happy. So we have about 17 available on each game day. So if anybody wanted to just rent one of these rooms on a game day, you're more than welcome to. The only difference between each of the suites is that picture on that wall. Like if you guys are in front there, if you look one way or the other, the suites look exactly the same, correct? It looks like you're looking into a mirror. But the picture there, they get a book and they get to pick out whatever picture they want. Other than that, that's the only thing that's different. And then we give them their logo, so there's no logo up here. Kind of awesome. Any questions?
so how much does a room like this cost then?
That's a good question.
Like to rent,
Yeah.
you know, forget
Yeah.
it. You have no idea, huh?
Nope. They don't tell us. They don't tell us because it could go up next week.
Maybe I
And
would
I
do it.
just told you about it.
You know?
Yeah.
So they don't want us giving
I'll tell you.
Okay, all into the new. If you look along this wall, we're going to go all the way down the aisle. This is all Philadelphia first inventions. Kind of cool. We invented.
The barcode?
There's toilet paper down there. We didn't actually invent toilet paper, but we put it on a roll. So kind of cool, right? Nylon.
Did you
things
know
like
that?
Back there is Philadelphia manufacturing, first manufacturing. On another level, it's Philadelphia movies. It's Philadelphia actors and actresses. So all throughout the stadium, there's all different things about Philly first. Kind of awesome. This is the room that I was telling you about. If you have those gray seats, those gray pilot seats, this is the air conditioned or heat controlled room.
That's how
Upgraded
about
rooms down here. They have
Radio
a
Stadium.
bar. They have all different things along.
Oh, that's a radio station. You know, the club
One
level
kind of thing
seats.
that's what's awesome about the city of Philadelphia is most of the sports teams are centrally located here. So we have basketball, we have hockey, we have indoor football, we have football, and we have
Sixers
baseball.
Stadium
all
right there.
Right here in this area. Very easy to get to. The only thing that is not here is this soccer field, which is about 15 minutes away. If you
And
look
nobody
outside,
likes
you
soccer.
see our rain gardens. Our rain gardens are there on purpose. We put them there to conserve the water, the runoff from the water, so it can be re-evaporated up into the sky, and it's not just the runoff. We also put it there because of the fact that if there's any dirt and oil and things like that, the water's not going to run all right into our river. So we have it there. It'll get trapped there. Put the water in all our plants. And if you notice,
What is it?
Invented the moon suit? I don't know.
Well, rain garden.
how I invented bubblegum?
Really did?
That's what it says. Book of matches. The press. A revolving door. No.
Yeah.
Let me go sit in my seat and see my view of the field.